Hello everyone! I received a request to show you what it's like every day to feed the alpacas. So I'm going to get going and show you as much as I can about what a regular day is like. So here they are anxiously waiting. A lot of them were in the barn, and when they heard me drive up, they came out to see. And today we actually have an audience of our neighbors' bulls. The alpacas are used to them by now. They're used to each other. They don't freak each other out anymore. So here are all the girls and our llama. Okay, girls, you know the drill. Keep going. Keep going. All right, that took a little bit. It's easier to use both hands to guide them in. They know where to go, what to do. Sometimes they're just stubborn to do it. All right, so this is in the middle of January. It's a really nice day, so I took the opportunity to make the video. But during the winter, I keep them up here near the barn, so they have a place to go. We have some of our farm cats here. Good mousers. So what I have here is a tub of hay, or a pool of hay. I have 2 more in the barn, and depending on the weather, I might bring one of those out here, so there's 2. It just depends on where I would prefer them to be. Wherever the food is, wherever the hay is where they're going to spend their time. The weather's been really cold lately, so I've had just one of these out here. They prefer to be outside, so have one for them to munch on. But I have 2 inside to encourage them to be in where the warmth is. This place is designed for cattle. It's just a temporary home for the alpacas, but that's why there's the gates and panels set up the way that they are. So here are the other 2 pools. I got to fill them up today. And they seem to waste a lot of hay. Here you can see as they're eating, it'll fall out, and if it's not in the pool, they don't want to touch it. So after a while, I get to redistribute the hay, and I cover up the poop piles so they have a place to cush at night and clean it up a little bit. Today is in the 40s. It's a nice day to do some cleanup work, but usually if it's, the freezing temperatures, then I just cover the stuff up, and come spring, it's a very big cleanup job. But all this does create more of a warmth too. Let's see, over here is where I keep my food and stuff. All right, so I'm going to fill up some of these hay and get back to you. All right, here is my bale of hay. The alpacas go through about 1 of these a month, I'm finding. Prairie hay is the most readily available around here, so that's usually what I have. I have this pile over here of the moldy stuff that was on the outside of the bale, or when I come across the edges that are moldy, that gets put over there. The alpacas should not be eating anything that's moldy, make them sick. And so this ends up going to the cattle, and the cattle don't have any problem with it. So it does get used, thankfully. And when I fill up the pools, either I'll drag them out here, depending on the weather, the weight, what's going on. Otherwise, I might use this tub. I'll stuff that full. A lot can actually fit in there if I stuff it down. And, 2 to 3 of those will go in each pool. If it's a windy day, I'll choose to do it that way. Today's pretty nice, but I'm going to stuff it in there anyway. Last winter, I used small bales, and I would go pick them up regularly every other week or so, and I'd keep, 10 at a time around there in the barn, and then I would divvy it out that way. This year, I am trying these big bales because the small ones around here are really hard to come by. So I'll get to filling up my pools. Alright, so here we have our inside barn pools filled up. Each of those got 2 of those bucketfuls. And then I did redistribute the waste hay to cover up the poop piles here, so they have clean places to hang out tonight and sleep. And then I've gotten the bowls ready over here. So here in the winter time, I do give alfalfa. This year I'm doing pellets. Last year I did the small square bales of actual alfalfa, and they love alfalfa. Alpacas eat it like it's candy. They will fight over it, and it will be very entertaining. But this year I'm trying the pellets because it is a lot less expensive. I think there is a drawback for paying less because I think they do enjoy the alfalfa hay more and probably get more out of it, but this is the first year I'm trying the pellets, so we'll just see how that goes. But they get this in the winter to help deal with the cold, and it's high in protein, so it helps them acclimate. And then I've topped it off with their regular, oh, I don't know if you could see it, regular pellet feed here. And how much they get of this depends on the time of year. Right now they're getting more because they're only eating hay. In the summer, when they're on really nice pasture, then they'll get a lot less, but they always get some of it. And I've topped it off with diatomaceous earth. It looks like earth, like dirt. If you don't know much about this, you really should look into it. There's a lot of great benefits for all kinds of things. I use it I drizzle it on top of the bowls here. It's part of the parasite management program that I do, and I also find that it helps the alpacas eat slower, which means there's a lot less chance of them choking on their food, which does happen. So even though we're not dealing with flies and stuff like that, there's still risk of parasites, and the choking thing, even that alone would be enough for me to use it. So I'm going to go put these out and show you how they eat. All right, I have put the bowls out. There's one out there for every alpaca. They don't necessarily only eat out of one bowl. Some will have their favorite spot and others will move around a bit. So I think this is the most fun part. You ready, girls? I see one bowl over there that's gotten tipped over. That happens in their excitement. They'll do that. But they'll just eat the pellets right off the ground. They'll find every little morsel. So let's see over here. I have one of the girls in her own little section. She's pregnant and gets stressed easily, so I have her in her own space where no one is trying to eat out of her bowl. She can eat in peace and not fight anyone off. Eat as slow or as quick as she wants, no problem. And then we have our llama back here. He's a gelded llama. He is our guard. He keeps all the coyotes and predators away from the alpacas when they're out in the pasture. And he definitely earns his keep. He's kept them safe for sure. And then I feed him separately over there because, even though he's the guard, he's a pushover. If the alpacas want to come up and eat out of his bin there, he'll just walk off and let them. So I keep him in his own spot so he gets all of his food. And he does get some extra. He gets more than the girls because he's bigger. He has to stay strong for his important job. Let's see if I can get a close up here. Hi, Charla. There's PJ. Next we have Cat Sarah. Hello. They're so cute. This is Jewel. She's actually our firstborn here on the ranch. Sunday, that would be her mama. Belle, she's our youngest. Oh, yeah, that was Sunday. She always has something to say. Belle! Show us your cute face. Oh, there she is. Alright, here we have Snotty, or Sonata. It's short for Sonata. I know it sounds funny, but that's her name. Alright, Toy Dancer. That's Belle's grandma. She doesn't want to look at the camera. Here we have Rhodey. Okay, who's over here? This is Fanny, short for Fanastasia. Beautiful eyes, if she'll show you her eyes. Oh, well, you got a little peek at that. All right, here we have Onyx. She'll look up. I don't know. Nope, she's a little obsessed with the bulls. All right, who have you not met yet? This is Sophie. She's actually the only Peruvian import I have. She's 18 years old. Came to the United States when she was just a baby. She's the only one born in a different country. And then I think the last one to meet over here, and that would be Lindsay. She is next to her mama. Lindsay! Lindsay! Oh, well, got a little reaction there. Alright, I'm going to collect the bowls and clean up. And there you have it. I'm done. Bowls are away, pools are full, bellies are full. There's even some fighting going on, and I should have got it on video. I just could not get my phone out fast enough. But maybe some other time.